This is AI News Today, and here's what happened in the world of AI in the past 24 hours. Let's start with something that sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie. A footwear startup is literally sending an AI computer into space next year to design their next shoe. Yes, you heard that right. They're claiming it's more sustainable to design footwear in orbit. Whether this is groundbreaking innovation or an elaborate marketing stunt, well, I'll let you be the judge of that one. But let's dive into the real tech developments that are reshaping how we work and create. Anthropic just gave Claude's artifacts feature a major upgrade. That's pretty exciting. If you're not familiar with artifacts, it's a tool that lets you create and save mini projects within Claude. Now, here's the game changer. These artifacts can tap into Claude's API, meaning you can build actual AI-powered apps, games, and interactive charts just by describing what you want in plain English. What makes this even cooler is that there's now a public gallery where you can explore what others have built. Everything from QR code generators to personality quizzes. Anyone can access this by heading to the left panel in Claude, and honestly, it's turning into quite the creative playground. Speaking of coding tools, Google just dropped their answer to Claude's coding capabilities with something called Gemini CLI. This lets you write code, edit files, and debug problems directly in your computer's terminal using everyday language. So, instead of wrestling with complex commands, you can just tell it what you want to do. It supports real-time search results and even video generation, and the best part? It's completely free and open source. There are some usage limits if you're not a subscriber, but this is particularly exciting for independent developers and smaller companies who need powerful coding assistance without the hefty price tag. Now, shifting gears to something that could genuinely change medicine, DeepMind just launched AlphaGenome, which is essentially an AI-powered DNA decoder. We've known for years that DNA influences which diseases we might develop, but the specific details have remained largely mysterious. This new system builds on DeepMind's Nobel Prize-winning AlphaFold platform and could help researchers finally crack some of these genetic puzzles. Scientists have already started using it to investigate mutations that appear linked to a rare form of blood cancer. The potential here is enormous. We're talking about possibly developing completely new synthetic DNA therapies based on what this AI discovers. Let me tell you about a fascinating conversation that sheds light on where all this is heading. Michael Gerstenhaber, who heads up Anthropic's API platform team, recently shared some insights that I think you'll find really interesting. He works with major clients like GitHub Copilot and Thomson Reuters to keep them at the cutting edge of AI capabilities. One thing he emphasized is that coding has become the ultimate benchmark for measuring AI progress. It's not just because software engineers naturally think this way, it's because, as he puts it, everybody writes software in the modern world. Whether you're a medical researcher, investment banker, or running any kind of business, you're dealing with software. This means AI-generated code has the potential to reshape our entire economy, not just the tech sector. He also pointed out something really empowering for solo entrepreneurs. If you're brilliant at programming but struggle with marketing and content creation, AI can fill those gaps. Conversely, if you're a fantastic communicator but lack technical skills, AI can help turn your ideas into actual working products. It's becoming this incredible force multiplier for individual creators. Here's something practical that's changing fast: the art of prompting these AI systems. The old approach of giving super detailed step-by-step instructions, that's becoming outdated. Now that these models are smarter, it's often better to give them a starting prompt and let them think through problems on their own. Another development worth mentioning is something called Model Context Protocol, which Gerstenhaber describes as a USB-C port for AI apps. This open-source tool lets AI systems tap into the third-party applications you use daily and access your company's own data, not just the information the model was trained on. It's already starting to reshape how people work. For those of you interested in automating your research, here's a practical tip using Claude Sonnet. Head over to Claude, select the Sonnet 4 model, and you can enable either web search for quick responses or research mode for more detailed reports. The key is crafting your prompt like you're hiring a world-class consultant. Be specific about the industry analysis you need, ask for competitor comparisons, and request everything formatted for presentation. This can save you hours of manual research. Looking at what's trending in the AI community, there's an interesting debate brewing about whether we should call it prompt engineering or context engineering. Shopify's CEO Toby Lutke sparked this discussion, and it's getting people to think more deeply about how we communicate with these systems. There's also some skepticism in the community about whether OpenAI actually reduced the overly agreeable tendencies in GPT-4. Users are sharing mixed experiences about whether the model is still too eager to please rather than being genuinely helpful. On the tools front, several interesting products launched recently. There's Runway, which lets you build AI agents for Slack and other workplace tools without any coding. Phoenix is tackling AI-powered scriptwriting and film production, and Masonry is focusing on workflow automation with AI agents. One more quick update from the industry, Runway just improved their Gen 4 references feature, which helps create consistent characters and locations in AI-generated videos. The update apparently makes object consistency and following prompts much more reliable. That's it for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, or follow, and see you tomorrow for more AI news.